Today we're talking about common mistakes, 9 common mistakes that players do in this game. First of all, I mean, it's not on the list, but guys, stop banning the same few operators all the time. Ban someone different. Let's start with number 1. The first mistake on this list we have is crouching too much. A lot of people crouch and crouch walk in this game because they feel safe, the game moves slower, and they just overall feel like they can absorb the environment around them better. However, there's a small issue with that. You're very easy to kill, and everyone in the low ranks is aiming at the level. Like, I'm talking about they're aiming waist and lower, man. Unintentionally, because they're looking around with their crosser, not their eye, or they're looking around with their eyes and not their crosser. So for example, let me show you right now. If I was to walk around like this and I'm looking with my eyes, I'm obviously gonna see like, oh, the door's right there. But look where my character's aiming. You know, that's no bueno. Also, when you crouch, you see how fast I move? It's very situational, but I'm a very slow, killable target. And I don't get a lot of peekers advantage versus if I were to move faster standing up. When you stand up, you overall, like, it's like a positioning movement hack. Because a lot of people think you need flash and movement in this game, and you don't really need it. Just basic standing and aiming head level can get you all the way to like above average ranks in this game. It's just the basics. Please try your best to stop crouch walking so much in this game. If you need to, just force yourself to stand up. Stand up. When you peek a door, don't try to do this. Walk into a room. If you walk into a room you don't know, just AD peek. Do this. And if you're trying to swing someone, like someone's close in the room, just stand up. Fight like a man. Now, moving on to tip number 2 we have is not contesting map control enough. What I mean by that is, imagine we were to give up this room for free, but we gotta fight these guys now. Put a new jammer to destroy that Doki beat camera or call. This mirror's in my way. Mirror, can you move? Damn. So like now wouldn't be the worst time to crouch. You know what? I have an idea. Nope, I don't have an idea anymore. Alright, doctor, let me get a heal. Hey, yo, doctor, let me get a heal. But yeah, chat, we have to contest this room. If we contest this room, it's a lot harder for them to get map control. Yeah, walk into the captain's, buddy. Look. Oh, well. Yeah. When you contest map control, you get a lot more kills. I know those guys kind of look not the best players, but like, I was there to take the gunfight. What's that saying? Like, it's better to show up and do the wrong thing than not do anything at all, because at least you tried, you know? It is a little hard at the beginning when you're first playing this game, or overall, like, you know, if you're an intermediate player. If you're not actively holding map control, you're not going to get a lot of fights. You're not going to, like, you know, disrupt the enemy's attack. Or even if you're attacking, like, taking that map control, if the defenders aren't holding it, think about it as like a Call of Duty domination. Like, you would want to go and take it, right? You just have to put like imaginary checkpoints to go get them. Like Solus right here, right? Let's think about it. On a basement site, where's kind of map control that we can play? Top floor for vertical gameplay. We could do maybe in sight to deny the breach. If you kind of break down those parts of the map in the bomb site, this game will be a lot easier rather than like, oh, every doorway is like make or break like gonna die. You know, it's almost like you forget the rest of the map exists and you only play in the same like 3 spots. I know it sounds boring, but like, I don't remember the last time someone was bored of winning so much, you know? It doesn't really exist. So let's have the problem of like winning too much, and then we can worry about that other stuff. Common mistake number 3, which is sprinting too much. Number 1, you're extremely loud when you sprint. And not only that, you run into a lot of angles that could be held by the enemy, whether attack or defense. I would only use sprinting when, again, like there's not very many people around right now. This also combines with common mistake number 1, which is just walk. Just walk everywhere. You'll be gun up. You know, it's very easy to take a gunfight if you get caught off guard. Diffuser. He's gonna hop in again. Well, now this is my map control now, so.
Specchio active. Looking for intel.
Let's see if he hops in. I love sound bug in this game. But yeah, chat, you see like me being up here is contesting a lot of map control. And this makes it infinitely harder for them because I have the diffuser now. You see how easy that makes? I just impacted the window and I catch him on a bad gunfight. And now we just hold up here. But yeah, like if I were to like just keep sprinting around all the time, it's like unless I'm trying to get somewhere really fast, it's just not worth having my gun up or not having my gun up. So I would only on attack, I would only use sprinting for like just getting in the building fast or maybe trying to take some ground fast. But like otherwise, you'll see even a lot of pros, they only sprint like very rarely unless they like know timing really well. But like the best way for you to not get killed in this game is just stand up and keep your gun up. I know a lot of people like to panic. They like panic prone. They start like their aim gets shaky, but you really got to fight it, bro. Need to. Another big common mistake that people do is not aiming head level. I know this is the easiest, most simple thing you'll hear from everyone, but there's a reason why everyone says it. If you're not aiming head level, especially in the high levels of siege, it's like you will lose the gunfight. Obviously, unless you outposition someone, but it overall just gives your character a better general direction to look at. If I'm aiming at the floor, I'm always gonna have to flick up no matter what, unless I'm shooting drones. When you aim head level, it's like you just feel a lot better. It's just so crucial to hit the headshot. But yeah, it's better to have head level cross inflation than not. And the best way you can practice this is by going up to a barricade and looking at the second buckle. You see this right here? This is head level no matter what. Now let's imagine that buckle is on every single door. Headshot. Headshots. Headshots. Same thing on window level. Remember when I was playing the windows? See this buckle right here? If I were to play right here and just pre-aim here, if I would pre-aim here, too far out. But if I aim here, pretty good head level. Especially when the round starts, again, I'm not going to want to sprint too much. Like, you would almost play it like CSGO or Valorant, man. Like, literally almost like that. It's just that sprinting gives away so much sound cue. But again, we're combining all the tips together, playing good map control, a high contested area. We're not sprinting, we're aiming head level. There we go.
Last stop standing.
Sheesh. Nice, man. But yeah, guys, imagine if I was just like cooped up in sight or maybe like playing very passive, I would not be getting in all these fights. And you get better a lot more by just taking more engagements. I know you might die a lot at first. You might have the shakes. But like, you just got to get out of your comfort zone and just be more confident, man. And you'll often find yourself like killing a lot better players because you're in a position to take more gunfights. Let's move on to the next common mistake, which is not droning enough. It's so crucial that you drone in this game. I know it's like you might see people who like don't drone like Spoy or Uzi or someone who's really good at this game. Well, they have hours on this game. Dozens of thousands of hours. 15,000 hours plus, bro. Crazy. I have a little tip for you when you drone this game. Don't drone more than 2 rooms ahead of you, especially when you're solo queue, because think about it. Information expires in this game like in 5 to 10 seconds. A room could be completely different from what you droned it before. So that's why it's really important to act on that information, and droning 2 rooms ahead of you gives you enough time to be ready for a fight in case that information does change. And also this leads to my other common mistake, which is drone phase is not phone phase. I see so many people on their TikTok, or I don't know, what do you guys do on your phone during this time? It's like you're not finding the site, you're picking the wrong operator, and you wonder why your attacks suck. Get your drone, pre-place it somewhere. Where are you pushing? I think they're in the basement. Yeah, they're in the basement. Okay, let's go back here. Oh wait, no, they're top. Never mind. They're just... What are they doing? Well, let's practice it real quick though. Let me show y'all. So if I were to go through here, right, I would drone about 2 rooms ahead of me. Let's see. It's like generally 1. I don't think it goes in the garage. Okay, garage is looking pretty free. I should be good to take it. Let's drone one more time, just because the information can change. Oh, someone's already up here. Might get flanked here, low key. So let's just keep droning in more. Oh, this room's pretty much free for the most part. Cav is probably gonna flank us somewhere, if I had to assume. Yeah, there we go. I remember aiming head level, chat. If I aim head level, it's a lot easier to flick down than to flick up at times. Throw a flashbang in there. Yeah, let's open that up. Ow. I don't know what last guy is. Nice. Good job, good job. Not that bad. Let's move on to the next match, talk about some more common mistakes. The issue with aiming head level tip is if I missed a headshot because of recoil, it's GG's. No, it's not. That leads into my next common mistake, which is your sense is not tailored to your liking. This includes your recoil control, how well you keep your crosshair on doorways, and when you're moving around sweeping an angle. It should be very smooth and comfortable. You shouldn't have to feel like you're fighting your sensitivity. Everything about Siege and moving your character should be an extension of your limbs. It shouldn't feel like you have to like have an arm workout pulling down your recoil. So I'd recommend all of you guys to go to options, controls, mouse ADS, well obviously, make sure these are good. One tip I have for horizontal or vertical is do 180s. If you can't really do 180s consistently, it means that's like the full range of motion that you'll ever need in this game. That's just kind of a good tip I have whenever I would try new Sens. But most importantly, guys, unlock your mouse ADS sensitivity. A lot of you guys have it on standard like this, and it's just default whenever the game has started for you. You want to turn on and adjust it like, I'd say like 30 is a good amount because it sets a good slow like medium tone for all of your scopes, aka all you really need is the 1x scope and the ACOG scope. Turn it on, please. Like your ACOG and your 1x sensitivity should not be the same. It will feel so much harder versus when you can just fine tweak it. It'll be so much easier, I promise you. And if you have struggle with recoil, I recommend that you turn it up or down. So if it feels like you're fighting the recoil so much, you might want to turn sensitivity up a little bit, especially if you're using the SMG12. The higher your sense, the obviously faster your character will look down and be easier. So practice with both of those, but you should be able to do two things for gunfights in this game if your sensitivity is not tweaked to your tailoring. You should be able to instantly line up like pixel peaks. For example, let me go into a match right here. You need to know how to hold angles and swing angles. What that means is you should know how to swing an angle, keep your crosshair on the nearest point of contact, and you should know how to make a pixel angle. For example, let's say hold angle over here. I should be able to do this pretty easy, you know, and control the shots really mild. It shouldn't have to feel like it's so high, you know? It should feel smooth. And when your sensitivity is very good at cutting angles like this, and it's very, see how it's not shaky? I'm able to sweep close, long angles. But obviously with ACOG, you kind of want to break that down. Also learning how to cut the pie. You can pre-aim common angles. Cut the pie is basically just cutting a large angle down into small ones. There we go. Aim head level. Oh. All right. Again, line up these small angles. Nice. Again, keep my angle, my crosshair placement. Good. And add some pre-firing to it. There you go. Obviously, like, I didn't talk too much about pre-firing or like aiming common angles, but that's more something down the line that you guys should also learn. But that's more of all about aiming. It's just when your sensitivity is on point, the game is so much easier and you move the character how you actually want. Now, a lot of you guys might be really smart, but your mechanics can't really catch up. Another big thing, a common mistake, is you're not bringing counter operators. You're not bringing like an operator that's going to dismantle the other bomb site or the enemy, the attackers or defenders. For example, no one brings hard bridges anymore, which I don't know why, when they're all super strong. Just because Ace and Thermite are banned doesn't mean you can't run Mav and Hibana. Mav and Hibana are like arguably just as good as both of them, depending on the situation, of course. If Thatcher's banned, bring a Maverick. Maverick counters every single wall that I on the game. Maverick's banned, you know, bring EMPs, and you get what I mean. Another thing is like, let's say they have an Azami. Bring DMRs, bring some sort of, you know, explosive. If you let Azami do a TikTok, you know, strat that you got from me against you, you're gonna lose because I make the best tips out there. Also on defense, why are you not bringing wall denial? Why are you not bringing traps when their Ash is flanking you from behind 5 rounds in a row? You know, you need to, yeah, I'm not saying you have to counter pick everyone that you go up against. Like, you obviously want to play operators you're comfortable with, but how do you counter Mav? You kill him. That's what it is. You can't counter Mav. That's why he's so strong. You kill him. Otherwise, you bring Mira. Mira also helps. You put a Mira in the middle of the wall. Okay, so yeah, let's just demonstrate. Like, if we bring a Hard Breacher or even a Blackbeard, like shields are really good for these close quarter areas. For this instance, they have a mute. I don't think I can run a Hibana. Yeah, they have a mute. Let's go Blackbeard. We're going to use Blackbeard, and we're going to put him in a position where it's a lot of tight corners, but that's where he'll thrive. But yeah, guys, like, honestly, the whole tip is just bring Hard Breachers more. If you're not bringing Hard Breachers, it's going to make your attacks harder by like 5 times because you're forcing yourself into a door, into 5 traps, rather than getting the wall open and forcing the whole defense to change. It's really that easy. And if you play all of these tips, it doesn't matter what operator you play, you're gonna be a lethal player no matter what. Oh, also, let's apply our droning tip. So like 2 rooms ahead. This is about 2 rooms ahead. And it's clear. This gives me enough time to enter in without having to worry if anyone's nearby. And I can get back on drone and do the same principle. Drone 2 rooms ahead. I'm actually just going to go in from here.
Possession. Now secure.
Bang that. Take the space. We can probably just ADS. I don't think they're expecting us here.
Out.
We can use Blackbeard shield priority, melee priority, and isolate this guy. It's here. There we go. Yeah, don't get close to a Blackbeard, bro. Melee priority is gonna hurt like a bitch. Nice, there we go. But yeah, guys, like Blackbeard is like, there's operators that are just naturally strong in certain areas in the map. All right, well, let's keep combining all these common mistakes together. When you combine, guys, these 9 common mistakes, you know what that makes? A very consistent player. And when you're like, people always ask me, how do I be more consistent? Type 1 in the chat if you struggle with consistency. If you feel like you drop 10 kills one game, but then you drop 0 the next. Let's see, who can we counter swap here? You know what? Let's make some vertical. When they go basement site, you want to bring soft breaching operators. Buck, Ram. Ram's always a good one. We'll just demonstrate with the Ram. And obviously this all like comes with game knowledge and consistency, but this is why I'm exposing you to this information very early on. So yeah, they're gonna go below. We're gonna again, let me just like take you guys. We have 1 common mistake left, so let's combine 8 right now into 1 round. I know this might be very overstimulating, but this is how you get good at Siege. Number 1, drone phase is not phone phase. When I load into the game right now, I am not scrolling TikTok. I'm not scrolling Instagram Reels. I'm not checking stories on Instagram. I'm not Snapchatting someone back. Not texting my mom back. Mom can wait. The ELO is more important. You're gonna bring the drone in the building. The basement? Fuck, they're not basement. Well, it's good that I know this so I can counter swap, right? Okay, they're probably top floor. They have a lot of Goyo, bro. I think we bring someone. Yeah, let's go Twitch. Twitch DMR. Let's do that. Twitch DMR, change our spawn. Boom. Get my pre-plays cam somewhere. Now I got a free drone, good information, and the best possible pick I can decide at the time. Now, let's decide this. All right, what map control do we want to contest? If they're top floor, let's get into admin. Admin is map control because, you know, it gets us closer to the site. Versus if I were to go to site windows, I would just be baiting on the window, you know? We're going to drone 2 rooms ahead. 1, 2. Oh, not clear. Not clear. Oh god, hope he might not be here. He might be in this room. We gotta be careful because we're repelling in. But we're good. So now, again, we're not gonna be sprinting. We are walking only. Any traps? Fuck. Head level, cross replacement, common angle, pre-firing this shit. He might be close with a shotgun. I'm gonna slowly bait. I'm gonna try to get my teammates to make some noise. Nice, close. Get back on drone. Let's see, what kind of map control can we take right here? Deimos already has a lot of map control. Okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna smoke this now. Oil should be on our left side.
Just a little prick.
Warden dead.
4 remaining.
Oh no, bro. Nah, I just died to a K-Dog, bro. God. Okay, this is fine. This is just for more plot armor. But the last common mistake I want to talk about, guys, what do you guys think it is? I want y'all to guess. Bad utility placement. What I mean by this is I'm gonna go with Thorn, for example, because Thorn got a huge buff. But bad utility placement is so important. So important. This even goes to like your sight setup too. We're talking about traps, you know, wall denial, camera positions, all very important. But like basically, guys, people put their traps too high up. What you need to do is put them lower. When you put them lower, it gives you more time to react, which is good. You don't want a trap to go off when they're already shooting the back of the head. Like the trap should be the first point of contact, then you, obviously. So this goes for like Malusi, Aruni, barbed wire. Let me show you down here. Like this Thorn trap. The first point of contact of this map control point would be like right here, right? First contact. So if I put a Thorn mine, they can't see if I'm going to drop the skylight or they walk up, you know. This barbed wire is okay. It's a little high up, but we don't need it. We're not going to be playing it too close. You know, a good Thorn spot placement. I feel like it's really hard to mess up Thorns. Put them above staircases, under windows. I like this one a lot because when they hop in the window, it's like when they hop in, they either have to hop back out or go to the barbed wire, or shoot it, obviously. With Thorns, they go off immediately now, which is crazy buff from them. You want to put them in like, also like off spots. For like Capcan traps and Thorn traps, I would recommend just like an off angle, like down here. Because if you think about it, if they're always aiming here and walking, the last point they're gonna look at is down there. Again, barbed wire at the very bottom of the staircase. Maybe mid sometimes. We're actually gonna pocket this Thorn. Someone's hitting barbed wire. I think they're rappelling into admin. No, he's not in yet. I think someone's in. It's okay, we'll be patient. I don't think anyone's in. But we want to hold this map control just in case. Someone definitely repelled in. So we're just gonna play the time, play the map control. He's dead. Well, see ya. 50 seconds. I think he's outside. No? Oh, let's hot Thorn him. Ow. Go off. Can you heal me?
15 seconds left.
Reloading, cover me!
Time expires in 10 seconds. 1 op 4 remaining.
Oh my god.
5 seconds remaining. You have been spotted by hostiles.
No, come
Fall
back. Wow. Okay. But yeah, man, you see, I mean, this barbed wire trap placements, like it's so, like when you just compile all of these, like 5-10% positive, like the ROI on them is crazy, man. And then you're like, it's like you're 80% of the time playing right, which is a pretty consistent if you ask me. And if you have that kind of consistency to low ranks, bro, you're gonna skyrocket. You're gonna skyrocket, bro. Asian ban. Okay, well, at least they're not target banning my Thorn and me. So now that you guys already know how to play traps, let's show you on the roam a little bit. Let's play some Mozzie. Mozzie has super shorty now, which is pretty sick. They banned you. Shut up, chat. How to be more consistent on defense. Stay alive. How do you stay alive? You stop dying so early. Like, stop taking so many aggressive fights and really force the attackers to like make the first move sometimes, because you already have the advantage by having time on your side and having the setup. If they don't plant and do something, they lose. So that's why attacking is harder, because you have to use more of your brain. First Mozzie press there. I'll go help make some rotates on site just because I'm a good teammate. My tip for Mozzie is super shorty is I don't reload the third bullet or use the third bullet. I know some people like to do this though, where they shoot all of it and just keep shooting like that. I don't know, you're psycho if you do that. Hey, look at that. We got a drone. Pretty nice. We got a Mozzie drone right there. Let's go move this. Oh. Oh. Enemy is not very happy. Let's go ahead and put some more Mozzie pests up here so they can't make vert. Considering the team kills, I don't think they're going to do anything about it. Yeah, I'm using the Mozzie pest for any kind of like common drone spots. Like, you know, one here wouldn't be that bad. Or maybe just like in the open. Like forcing the information to be like, you know, denied, and they have to come shoot it themselves. Oh my god, there's behind the desk. Good job, man. I'm glad he was able to get his exit frags there. He just rage charged himself. Wow. Okay. Well. Well, yeah, chat. Those are my 9 common mistakes I see a lot of players doing. If you combine all of these and they're like 10% make you better, you are 90% of the time gonna be consistent, which is pretty high if you ask me. But like and subscribe, and if this video did help you, again, leave a like on the video.